As the clock ticks toward the end of the trading session on this Friday, the Aussie versus US dollar is moving sharply to the downside. The main impetus for the sharp move to the downside is risk-off sentiment. We're seeing U.S. stocks move sharply to the downside, with the Dow Industrial Average now down about 1.7%. The NASDAQ index is the worst performer, down around 2.7%. And the S&P is down around 1.65%. That is sending the Aussie versus US dollar to the downside. Technicals are also in play. I'll go through all that as we head into the close and look forward to next week's trading. So let's get started. Looking at the 4-hour chart in trading this week, the Aussie versus US dollar initially moved to the downside, finding support near this swing area down here at 0.6334. The level correspond roughly with this swing low right here, the swing low right here, which then turned into resistance shortly thereafter. We came up toward that level, found willing sellers right through here, and then came up to and through the level, tried to hold support earlier this week and did, and then fell briefly below the level midweek before rising to the top side. In trading today, we hit the high price for the trading week. That got within about 6 or so pips of the 38.2% retracement of the move down from the September high to the February low. That 38.2 came in at 0.64139. The high price today came in just above 0.6407. Also in play is the falling 100-day moving average, which is 7 or so pips above the 38.2% retracement. And another day that will be right on top of that 38.2% retracement, increasing this level's importance not only today but going forward into the new trading week. So be aware of that. If we do try to bounce back to the upside in trading next week, we're going to need to get above both the 38.2 and the 100-day moving average on the top side to show that the buyers mean business and that they're willing to take more control back from the sellers on the break of those two key technical levels. But until then, the sellers are still are back in control by virtue of the fact that the price couldn't get above those levels, even though we've seen about 3 or so weeks of upside momentum in the Aussie versus US dollar. So I would favor the downside coming into the weekend. The next key target on the downside would be the 0.6334 area. This level right here, again, was a support and then became a ceiling through here and then support again during this week's trading. To get below that level, when we have traders looking then toward the rising 100 bar moving average of the 4-hour chart in this swing area right through here, where we broke above in trading last week and really didn't look back after the break to the upside. So this area right through here between 0.6287 and 0.6301 will be another key target on the downside going into next week's trading if we can get below this 0.6334 level. So be aware of those levels. So we've kind of defined the closer targets on the top side and the downside for this currency pair. We're in between support and resistance, but the last thing the market did was find those resistance sellers against the 38.2% retracement against the falling 100-day moving average. That keeps the sellers more in control. That's my look at the Aussie versus US dollar from a technical perspective. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.